MFG4 here, and welcome back to the channel, MFG, Mind Forever Gaming, and we're back with some more PIXELMON, Minecraft PIXELMON that is. Now, on this episode, we have a lot of work to do, so let's get right to it. Earlier, right before I cut the camera on, I also wanted to show you guys something. I was actually walking our sheep team, collecting wool, feeding our sheep, allowing them to eat to get wool, and I managed to capture 2 interesting Pokemon. Let me show you guys real quick before we continue. We managed to catch a Scyther and a Ponyta, 2 important Pokemon that's going to serve as some important utility Pokemon moving forward. Scyther is not only is he a great Pokemon altogether, he's kind of a rare spawn for Savannah, but he has a move, False Swipe. It's going to come in handy for, you know, capturing other Pokemon, especially when we level them up. Ponyta is going to serve as our mount, our very first land mount, because we can ride Ponyta like she's a regular horse, so we'll use her to get around until we get a more stable mount. With that being said, I just wanted to get that out the way, and I'll actually put a clip of me capturing those 2 Pokemon right here. Alright, now that I showed you guys how we captured the Pokemon, let's get into business. Now, today I want to do a few things. First thing we're going to do is I want to extend these farms because we're going to be doing a lot of work in this area, in these chunks for the few episodes. So I want to make sure we're growing as many apricons and crops as possible. So we want to extend these farms over here, and we want to get our actual apricon farm up and running before we continue collecting materials so we can start building our house. We want to try to collect all of our materials this episode. So we're going to do a lot of different things like farming and mining. And then I want to actually get a strip mine up. We're not going to really get too deep into the strip mine. I just want to actually create the strip mine. And that will give us a good way to get a lot of stone, because we're going to need a lot of stone for this build. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, first thing I want to do when I start off, I want to get our Mareeps out. And I apologize for the constant Mareep screaming, but we're going to have to deal with it because we are still collecting wool. So we'll walk our sheep team, and let me bring you over to our supply crate real quick. We were walking our sheep before we turned the camera on, and we managed to get a ton of wool. Each Mareep has a chance of dropping at least 7 wool. Let me show you guys. I have no wool, right? I'll share 1 Mareep, and they can drop anywhere from 4 to like 9 pieces of wool per share. So you'll get tons of wool just with 1 sheep team. That's why I thought it was very important to get these Mareep. But with that being said, oh, another Scyther too. Wow. Oh, that's a boss Scyther. A boss common Scyther. Probably would be a good fight. But I wanted to put our apricon field back here. Our complete apricon field. We're going to try to run from this guy. We can't beat this guy now. He's going to try to KO all of our Pokemon. Yeah, I want to put our apricon field up because we went through a lot of Pokeballs just to capture some basic mons. And with that being said, we're going to need tons more. So I want to get the actual apricon field up, and then we'll go from there. So I'll get this place cleared out, and then we'll put up the apricon field, and then I'll be back with you guys when we're done. Got this area cleared out now. Now it's time to start laying down our apricon farm. We want to keep them all at the beginning of this chunk here. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, let's back up some. About right here, we'll start. A little bit forward more. Yeah, I think this will be our starting. We'll start there. Now from there, we'll start from this edge here. We'll start laying down apricorns. Now, I've already taken the liberty of putting a bunch of apricorns in our backpack here. While we were walking our Marip, we made sure we got at least 40 of the main colors that we're going to be using for the most part. So we're going to try to put these down in a nice little pattern. Let's start from here. Let's go with, we need some room on the side to walk. So we'll start with 5 on each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Oh, I hate when that happens. Well, I'll plant these apricorns down and then I'll finish constructing the farm after that. I'll be right back with you guys when I'm done. Dig a strip mine straight down, and this is going to be the doorway to the strip mine right here. And we're going to go down, and hopefully when we hit Y11 we'll find tons and tons and tons of diamonds. But we're going to do that in a little bit later. For now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just build this barrier. That's why we left this little chunk open, because this is where the entrance to our strip mine is going to be. Whatever, just make sure I leave it there. Now we'll let this stuff grow and we'll finish handling these other farms. Let's go to the other side real quick. we finished up the farms. We finished extending the farms. We got our apricot farms up. Now it's time to dig down and make a little quick mine shaft and get a lot of stone. And then we'll head over to the next stage of resource gathering. Let's go. On Y11. All right, we made it all the way down. Now what I want to do is just create a room. So we're going to dig straight for a little while, and we're going to create like a huge 9 by 9 by 3 room, probably, just to, you know, probably put some storage down here and start poking into some caves. But we'll start with a long 3 by 3 tunnel to try to widen this place out for now, and then we'll start looking for these lava pockets. Yeah, but this is basically going to be the entrance of our mine. I hope we don't hit no lava pockets just yet. There's no specific dimensions we're going with. I just want to make a huge room down here. And we're going to need all the stone anyway, so it's worth it. It can be rectangular, it could be square. It's not really going to matter. We just want to... Yeah, this is going to be the floor. Yeah, so, yep. And hopefully we'll get some diamonds out of this deal. So let me finish creating this, our first room, and I'll be back with y'all when I'm done. right, now that we've got our strip mine built, we got all of our apricons planted. Now we're going to go to the next stage of resource collection. We're going to get a ton of sand. We have all of our cobble smelting up, so we should be good. We should be good now on that front. Now we're just going to need a ton of sand, so let's just do that now. Let's actually craft up some sticks, and then we'll make some shovels. Like, we're going to need a few shovels, so let's just make 2 shovels to start with. Just make 2 shovels to start with. Oh, that was a big mistake. Oh man, that was a mistake. Wow. Well, I'll deal with that later. Now I turn all of my iron into nuggets. No big deal. I could deal with that later. That was a misclick. But we're just gonna take a whole layer of sand off. We don't particularly care too much for this beach. It's not. Hold on. What is this? Okay. But we don't want to make it look too crazy, so we'll go over to this island over here and just shave down, I guess, a few layers. And that should be more than enough sand for us, because we want to make a bunch of concrete powder. So let's start with shaving off a couple of layers. I'll get this layer of sand shaved off, and I'll be back with you guys when I'm done. All right. We finally finished collecting most of our supplies. I think it's finally time to start building up this house. Let's go. Now, I do want to make one adjustment before we continue, and it's going to be with this structure here. Let's just make this thing here a little bit more wide, and then we'll keep building from there. We'll start building after that. shaped out now. Now, only thing we need to do is get some of, you know, we're missing a few colors. A few of the walls need to be changed colors, and, you know, we got to put the glass roof in. But so far, everything is pretty much good. Now, let's take a quick look at this house real quick. Just went with a quick modern style. That's going to be our silo where we build all of our Pokeballs at and stuff like that. This is the front of our house. Let's just take this down real quick. Yeah, in the next few episodes, we're going to add a lot more detail to this house and fix it up. I just wanted to get the walls up, get the floor in. We're going to, like, this is going to be the kitchen area. We're going to fix this up with a nice little pattern. We're going to have a nice little entrance floor. But the base of the floor is going to be wood. I'm going to add some carpet and things like that. But this is basically the basic outline of what we're doing here. And I might as well poke this out now, too, because this is actually going to be a doorway into the silo. And we can clean up a lot of this cobblestone too. None of this stuff is even useful at this moment. So yeah, this is basically our base right now. The outline of our base, I should say. And we'll add the detail in the next couple episodes. But we still got a lot more supplies to get. Like we have a couple more Pokemon to get. We need a couple more flowers. So we're going to have to take a trip to the plains biome. But yeah, so far so good. At least we won't have any Pokemon spawning inside of our house right now. Well, they can spawn inside the silo room. Let's actually close that off for now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move all of our stuff in the next episode. We're gonna move all of our stuff in, get our storage set up properly over here. We're still gonna use the Pokemon Center for farming and stuff like that. We're gonna keep all of our farming stuff over there. We're gonna move all of our Pokemon Pokeball equipment over here. We're gonna move a lot of our armor and stuff in here. We're gonna move our bed in here and everything like that. And this is gonna officially be our house once we put the roof on and the rest of the walls up. But yeah, this is basically the build we're gonna go with in the beginning. And as soon as we get this build completely up, then we're gonna start going super hard with collecting Pokemon and doing all of that good stuff like that. But with that being said, this has been an extremely long episode. We had 3 different segments to it, and we still fell short with the amount of equipment. We had just the right amount of equipment to do some of this stuff, but you know, we still got a lot more resource gathering to do. We're going to do some of that stuff off camera, and when we come back, we should have this entire house ready to be fully built, roof and everything. Then we'll move all of our stuff in, and then we'll start going hard with, you know, all of our other objectives, because this will be the first objective complete. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I also want to thank everybody for all the support you've been giving me on all the other videos. It's been amazing. Don't worry, we're going to keep this thing going. And before you know it, we'll have the entire Pallet Town built up. I want to remind everybody to follow me on Twitter, @MindForeverGaming. Also, follow my Die Before Me Gaming channel on Twitter. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And we're going to keep this PIXELMON thing going. With that being said, it's your boy DB4, and I'm out.